I'm going to tell you something that I've noticed after being around this industry for quite some time. Too many people allow outside opinions determine their future, not the facts, not the results, and not even their own experience. They let other people's opinions, and that's a dangerous place to live. I've watched it happen over and over again. Someone gets excited, they see a possibility, they see a way to improve their life, and then they tell a friend, or they tell a family member like I did, or a coworker. And suddenly they're borrowing someone else's fear, someone else's doubt, someone else's limitations. Before long, they quit on their own dream that wasn't even theirs to give up. I've seen this happen in network marketing. I've seen it happen to business owners. And I've seen it happen with people buying courses. Actually, it happened to me. I've seen it happen with people trying to lose weight, and don't let me get started there. Everybody thinks they know how the perfect diet works. Well, all of us are different. I've seen it happen with people trying to strengthen their faith. And the moment that something gets uncomfortable, they start looking around for permission to quit. And sometimes you'll always find someone there willing to give them an excuse to quit. Many years ago, I was involved in a network marketing company that sold beauty products. The people worked hard, really hard. They built large teams. They built friendships. They built income streams that supported their families. Some of them, they retired their spouses. Then one day, the company changed its business model. Teams disappeared. Everything shifted. And I watched good people lose something they'd poured their hearts into building. That was painful, not just for me, but for a lot of people I cared about. Maybe that's one reason that I appreciate what I'm doing now. Because when MWR launched in North America, I didn't just join blindly. I met the people, I shook the hands with the leadership, I sat in the rooms, I looked the people in the eye, I did my homework, and that mattered to me because trust matters. But here's the bigger lesson. Even if you find the right company, even if you find the right product, even if you find the right opportunity, you still have to become the right person. You have to put those blinders on and don't let anyone else change what you're doing. And that's where most people struggle. They come in expecting quick cash, fast results, and overnight success. And it takes a lot of learning. Then, when life happens and things get quiet, they start looking for an easy exit. Friend, anything worth building takes time. When I retired in 2017, did I know that I was going to be learning AI at 71? I didn't know I'd be creating videos, building websites. I didn't know I'd be learning digital marketing. Trust me, I bought courses, I've tried things, I've failed. And some of them I've failed miserably. But every failure taught me something. And the only reason I know anything today is because I was willing to look foolish enough while I learned. Because nobody is good by just reading a marketing book. You have to do it. You have to be messy, imperfect, awkward, uncomfortable, and cringy, like my family said. That's how growth happens. The same is true in business. The same is true in life. And the same is true in faith. At some point, you have to stop worrying about what everyone else thinks. Because if you spend your life according to what other people's opinions, you'll never discover what's right for you. Sometimes you just have to say, I don't give a damn. You have to keep growing, keep learning, keep showing up, planting the seeds, keep trusting God, and keep moving forward, whether anyone understands it or not. Because I've learned that the people who eventually win aren't always the most talented. They're the ones who didn't give a damn and refused to quit. And that applies to a whole lot more than business.